Manchester United had already won the league title when they hosted Chelsea in late April 2000, so there was something of a carnival atmosphere for this meeting between two of the most attacking teams in the Premiership. United's players were even afforded a guard of honour onto the pitch by the opposition. Chelsea had crushed them 5-0 when the sides met in October at Stamford Bridge and were keen to produce another fine performance against the champions. The Blues also had high hopes of finishing in the Champions League qualification places. Sir Alex Ferguson had good cause to be proud of his side, who'd won the league title long before the end of the campaign. There were presentations for Ferguson and Dwight Yorke as manager and player of the month prior to kick-off. Two changes to the United side, who'd beaten Southampton 3-1 away from home. Ronnie Johnson, who'd been a long-term absentee through injury, made his first start of the season. Up front, Dwight Yorke replaced Andy Cole. With just 4 league games remaining, Gianluca Vialli had one eye on his side's forthcoming FA Cup final appearance. Tore Andre Flo was recalled to the Chelsea lineup to partner Gianfranco Zola in place of fellow striker Chris Sutton. Chelsea had several players missing through injury. Gustavo Poyet, Albert Ferrer, Celestine Babayaro and Marcel Desailly were all out. However, Dan Petrescu and Didier Deschamps returned, and Mario Melchiot made just his second appearance for the club. Your match commentator at a passionate Old Trafford is Martin Tyler.
There's always plenty of promise in the air when Manchester United do meet Chelsea, and there is that 5-0 defeat to avenge for a start. And indeed, Manchester United have scored against every Premiership opponent this season except Chelsea. Just that one game, of course, at Stamford Bridge. On board at left-back, Leboeuf, who didn't play against Middlesbrough on Saturday. He was amongst the substitutes then. He's in the starting 11 alongside Emerson Tom, who's on the ball here, who was in a Sheffield Wednesday side that lost 4-0 on this ground earlier in the season. Lovely midday sunshine, keeping with the time of year, and the spring very much in the step of Manchester United. Chelsea will hope to find their own motivation here. They do have an excellent record at Old Trafford. Just 2 defeats in the last 24 times they've played here in the league. He's Melchiot with a cross, too high for Gary Neville. Zola. And a fine save from Tore Andre Flo by Raymond van der Gaal. A little slow to start here, the champions. Poor kick by Ed Dahoui. Ryan Giggs maybe half thought about going directly with a shot for goal, but he's made a run towards goal. Yorke has missed it. In any case, he was offside. He was offside. That spares the blush. Giggs' mind working overtime, really. He knew where the goalkeeper was when he controlled it, had a look, decided that it would be too speculative, then ran past 2 and decided Yorke was better placed, but in fact he wasn't, because he was offside. Damaged hand for Frank Leboeuf. When you look at Ryan Giggs as one of the senior figures here, with 6 championship mementos to his name, he's still only 26 years old, and there's so much more mileage left in this group of players. The manager says it's the best that he's had to work with. That's quite a compliment to them. Butts ball forward. Long board doing the necessary. Chelsea player actually made his debut for the club on this ground. Oh, and Ed Dahoui! Goal for Dwight Yorke. The embarrassment now with the goalkeeper. Ten minutes gone. And Manchester United have been getting goals all sorts of ways this season. Well, that's one of the stranger ways. It's not the first time that Dahoui's been caught out in the Premiership. in this way. But it's Dwight Yorke, it's his 50th goal for Manchester United, and one he'll certainly never forget. So here's Zola. Petrescu's offside. Happened while Frank Leboeuf was off the field, but that's no excuse as Gianluca Vialli looks towards his embarrassed goalkeeper. So that's 88 in the Premiership so far for the champions, and 3 still to go. Try and reach the 100, but here's Zola looking to equalise. Well held. You would have felt it was a decent enough save if he'd parried it away, Raymond van der Haar, but handling was expert. Now Flo is offside, so the two Dutch goalkeepers here with very differing experiences in the opening exchanges. Couple of excellent pieces of work from Raymond van der Haar. Bang in the face and the free kick given against him. Flo trying to fasten on to Zola's touch. Here's Lombard with a throw. Looking for Flo. And Petrescu trying to make something for himself here. He's done that, he's made himself an equaliser for Chelsea. So in the 22nd minute it's 1-1. Manchester United reacting sluggishly at the throw in the first place, hopeful from Flo, but Petrescu with a steely challenge, and it dropped very nicely for him. Beckham, 3 forward for Manchester United. Melchiot didn't defend decisively. It is a corner. He's in a position area where he could have just booted the ball away. He's the quickest off the mark at the corner, which has allowed Beckham an opportunity to try and bamboozle Ed de Goey. A very sluggish Chelsea defending. Look at the space that Beckham had. And he gave it that little flick of the eyes, David Beckham, to get the goalkeeper going one way, sent the ball the other. Keane. Leboeuf did that with great intelligence, really. It's great when it comes off. Deschamps. Flo. And Petrescu. Got Zola to work with here. Here's Zola. Chelsea lead by 2-1. It wasn't the most clinical finish, but that doesn't matter. Manchester United, who were beaten here by Real Madrid only last week, they haven't lost a Premiership game on this ground for more than 16 months. But Chelsea have given them problems in the past, and Zola bounces Chelsea in front. And they've come back from 1-0 down to lead by 2-1. Picked off by Deschamps. Petrescu. Best ball by Didier Deschamps. Made Melchiot a real problem. Giggs. Now Butt. York. Chelsea getting ran into the melee there, but York came out with the ball. Keane trying to play it wide to Silvestre. Butt will take over. Silvestre again. Dwight York was nicely found by Nicky Butt, but a little aggravated that York didn't make more of that. Neville. Beckham was balked off the ball, well off the ball. Here's Giggs. Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer steers Manchester United level at 2-2. And his ability to take chances is quite remarkable. They were sucked across a little bit, Chelsea. Solskjaer checked back onto his right foot, and maybe the goalkeeper's view was masked when the shot was released. But Ed De Vrij has to pick it out for a second time. Melchiot. Cleared by Berg. It's going to go Manchester United's way this time. 1 extra minute to be added. We're into stoppage time. York. Beckham. And it's Philip Neville. Looked like handball. It's going to be a goal for Solskjaer. No, it's not, because his normal deadliness there deserted him. It would have been one disputed by Chelsea. Steve Dunn saying it hit Philip Neville on the shoulder, on the collarbone sort of area, and he wasn't going to give handball. It would have been Manchester United back in front, but Solskjaer, most unaccountably for him, skied it. So that brings the first half to a close. Half-time at Old Trafford. It's Manchester United 2, Chelsea 2. Leboeuf. Oh dear, caught out by York. Frank Leboeuf really needed a call. Scholes. York in the midfield area again. And Leboeuf making sure he stays there for a moment at least. Beckham. On board. It's there ahead of Butt. Zola coming in from the right. Flo. Looking for Wise. Oh, unlucky. Well, Bernard Lambourde really triggered that off with his enterprise. And Chelsea carried it on well. Philip Neville. And now Butt for Beckham. Philip Neville again. And Manchester United had 3 moving into the middle. Solskjaer going towards the near post. Here he is! It was his movement that Chelsea didn't track. Good spot by Philip Neville with a cross. Cruyff. Here's Philip Neville. York. He's got a trick against Tom. If he has, wasn't the right one. Tom again. Petrescu. Wise. Here's Leboeuf. Space in which to express himself with his cultured passing. By his standards, maybe just changed his mind at the last minute. That was a clumsy piece of work from Zola. Giggs. Fine tackle by Melchiot, who's just shown the ball too much to Jordi Cruyff. And Beckham. First touch took him a bit wide. Here's York. Manchester United are in front. 3-2. A second today for Dwight York. And still a quarter of the game to go. The chance seemed to be there for Beckham himself. But just look at the way his first touch just widens the angle out. Here. But the goalkeeper got a strong parry to it. But in there poaching was York. It was York who scored twice in the FA Cup quarter-final replay last season at Stamford Bridge to knock Chelsea out. Big part in Manchester United going on to win that trophy. Morris. Leboeuf. Zola's flick just gone a bit further forward. Petrescu had an opportunity, but it's the same old story for Manchester United. It's not been a vintage performance from them today. You'd expect maybe a slight reaction to their success, even from gritty competitors such as these players on board, but they're in the sort of situation they have been in many times this season when the opposition have scored against them, and they're just in the business of scoring more. Corner off Philip Neville. Not the warmest of welcomes from Dennis Wise, but he knows that anonymous players don't get that sort of attention. Wise with the corner, and the Howe deciding to take charge at the near post. Tom, but Silvestre gets the header in. York. Philip Neville. Scholes. Beckham. Almost see Chelsea wilting here. Philip Neville's cross. York's on the hat-trick. Oh, it's stopped by a startled goalkeeper right on the line from Jordi Cruyff. York going for goal, no doubt about that. Ended up a half-decent pass to the man in the centre. Wise. 2-2 at half-time. One goal in the second half has gone the way of the champions against Chelsea. Leboeuf. Morris on the scamper again. Used to be a ball boy in Chelsea. Here he is, Jody Morris. Trying to show what he can do with the ball out on the pitch. Beckham's pass. Working hard to try and hunt down the hat-trick here. Manchester United have so many other players capable of scoring. Beckham. Bit of a hospital pass for Butt. And Melchiot coming out with encouraging fitness for Chelsea. Only his second Premiership game, the first was on Saturday. Zola. Headed out by Johnson. Something really needs him coming in from a better angle than that. Always like to be a defender's ball. Lombourg. Melchiot. He's got between two. Mario Melchiot. And Flo, diverted onto the top of the crossbar and over. Henningberg's touch. Whether the goalkeeper would have made a save, we'll never know. But, my goodness me, the corner's not been given. That's over Tom. Leboeuf trying to help out his fellow centre-back against York. Now he's had to pull away, and challenge came from Lombourg. Jordi Cruyff. Melchiot took too much there, but rather launched himself side on against the Dutchman, whose surname is so famous that he opts for his Christian name on his shirt because of his father's high calibre. That Jordi Cruyff, although he's a fine footballer, the Johan Cruyffs come along very, very rarely. Anyway, it's David Beckham coming along here. Remember, he, like York, started the day on Manchester United 49 goals. It's only beyond the 50 with 2. This is Beckham's moment. Rather like the one in the first half. Giving him a big build-up, he's hit it into the wall. Silvestre. Reach Scholes. That won't reach, but Wise got in the way. Giggs with the tackle against Melchiot. Johnson. Scholes. Giggs. Well, the players, I would think, haven't had too many matches in the warmth of these conditions in recent times. Scholes. Philip Neville. York. Beckham! Well, Ed de Goey looked round, fearing the worst, I think. The bend on the ball just took it beyond the post. Morris trying to do the same again. Giggs. He's not giving it up. Giggs trying to knock the ball away so that the free kick couldn't be taken quickly. Leboeuf. Oh, we're into the second minute of time added on. It's an 8th Premiership win in a row for the Reds, who are simply the best in the English game. They've had to work very hard for it here. Final score at Old Trafford. It is Manchester United 3, Chelsea 2.
A high-quality performance by Manchester United, and there have been plenty of those throughout a season that saw them canter to another Premiership title. They finished on 91 points, scored an incredible 97 goals and were unbeaten at home all season. Chelsea finished fifth on 65 points. Chris Sutton, who'd been such a prolific goalscorer at Blackburn, managed just one Premiership goal for the entire campaign. They did end their season on a high, though, by winning the FA Cup.